guys, I realized I didn't say that this layout will also be for Challenge Accepted as well as Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. So I wanted to pop on and point that out really quickly. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am working on a layout to play along with the Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And this is for March 10th. And this is a sketch from Lizaveta for Keeping the Best blog. So it looks like she's bringing in daisy or doilies, which I won't be doing, but big thing here, big thing here, big thing here. What I do see is that I could easily get out a couple of big circle punches if I don't have enough embellishments. That's kind of awesome. And I have 3 photos, so I could have my photos in 3 places if I wanted as well. So that's kind of cool for this. There is a strip that runs along this way, a strip that runs along this way, a ticket, so I could make sure to bring in my ticket punches. She's got buttons, but those can be whatever we have, so it's pretty darn cool, actually. I'm excited about that. And the photos that I have, this is my son and his best friend, and they recently went down to St. Pete, Florida. These are the only pictures I ended up with. If you can believe it, they were down there like for a long weekend, and they're like, yeah, we just didn't take pictures. I'm like, how is that a thing? I think it's a thing with guys. I don't know. Anywho, so the next page kit in my lineup, because I'm using not just for Boys Kit Club kits for days 1 through 15, so a few more to go, is I have this page kit by Meredy Twilling from August 2021. And we have a Minte paper. Minte papers, this is from Suntastic. So nice scuffy background, very cool stucco. But what I'm looking at is maybe sandcastle, maybe this sailboat, a couple seashells, that kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking. So I do like that we have a couple of the different pieces that I'm thinking, because we've got Florida. So that's cool. I can do that. And then let's see what else we have. This is a gorgeous piece of paper, so that could be a nice big circle. And this is another piece that would be really cool for another one of the circles. I like that. Oh, and I didn't tell you, this is Bo Bunny Something Splendid. And it's called Something Splendid Swell. So that's cool. This is another Minte paper from Suntastic. Product code. Stucco looking peachy piece of paper, and then the back side has a whole scene on it. I have 2 of these by Ella and Viv called White Brick Wall, because, you know, it looks like white brick wall. And it does not have a pattern on the back side, and a piece of white plain cardstock. I have that. This kit also came with some P13 alphas in gray, and some really gorgeous, oopsie, they're upside down, not a good idea. I can show you. Finishing touches. I've got giant ones, mid-sized ones, and tiny ones. Now, I'll probably bring in a couple of other pieces from my leftover goodies from, you know, not just for Boys Kit Club previous kits. You know how you get embellishments left over. I think I also want to see if I have any Scrap and Happy Studio flair to bring in. I think that would be good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's see. They're on cement, but I do like the idea of this being my background. I have 2 of them, and it's reading as a white because it's so tone on tone. So let's split that. Let's just from the get pick that. Then, what do I want to do? Like, I'm looking at the stripe that goes here and here in off sketch. I'll bring right here. Looking at the stripe, but I also want to make sure I have something that's going to be plenty bold on these pieces. So I'm thinking, you know what I might want to do? Maybe I'll scallop those 2 pieces. Where's my favorite scallop you touch? I saw one recently that was a massive scallop, and I want it. This one's big, but I saw a huge one in a video I just watched. Anyhow, so I'm going to do scallop, and then I feel like I can come in with those big circle pieces and use this, and we can have some really good dramatic color contrast. So I'm going to do that, trim my photos, all that kind of stuff. I'll be back in a minute. So I have my handy dandy little clusters kind of built out, and I want to pop a bunch of the pieces up on foam for dimension and all of that. Now, I do like that this is actually coming together with kind of simple, boring pictures and a really pretty layout, but so much of it had cactuses on it and kind of a Southwest kind of a vibe, but we did end up making it work. I'm also really happy it had this pattern paper that has like this yellow aqua kind of thing going on. I think it makes it come together really well. Now, all that being said, I think the flowers that I have cut out here, they might be cactus flowers. I'm not quite sure. But it did save the day that there are sandcastles and seashells and the little sailboat, all that kind of stuff makes it come together. Okay, so I have all of these pieces on, and you can see we've got a nice little bit of dimension here, there, and everywhere. Now I'm going through this bin of goodies. That bin of goodies has all kinds of leftover pieces from kits that were kits that I pretty much killed off, but it still had a couple of goodies that need to be used. I popped in that little manila yellowish tag because that is pretty close to the same yellow that's in the pattern paper that I have around my photos. So I'm like, okay, what else can I use? What else can I use? I'm going to look through. I have all kinds of different photo corners from previous kits and wordy bits and all of that kind of stuff. So I will be hunting and pecking quite a lot. Now, in a second, I find these Rosie's Studio right there. They're so cute. They're these kind of a dirty gold, almost a bronze kind of a color of puppies. And I'm going to be able to work some of them in. I love the leafy bits. I love, I just love the different texture and dimension that I'll be able to get from it. Now, some of the sprigs are a little bit too long, so I just trim them off, and they are looking ever so fine. See how it gives it just that little something something in there? Now, dragonfly totally works for a beach scene. I mean, anywhere around us where there's water, there's always a dragonfly. I'm not exactly sure if that's a Florida thing. It's definitely a Michigan thing. I don't know. This is going to work. Oh, and I'm still wanting to cover. There's somebody in the photo with Justin and KJ there that they just don't work. So I will be working along the way to cover that up. All right, so you see I have that cute little butterfly that's over the person that inadvertently was photobombing. And I just added in a little bit of pattern paper behind the wings to finish kind of blocking that person off. Because the funny thing is I really wanted to have palm trees in one of these pictures. And that was the only one that I had with trees. And it's kind of hard to tell where they are without it. So now I'm using some Rosie's Studio gems. They are gorgeous and faceted, and they have these little gold bits and all of that. So really love those. I'm hoping they continue to put them in every collection because they are exquisite. And I don't know, guys. I mean, this is pretty much the vibe of the layout. We can see what it's going to look like. I'm just doing some finishing touches, and I think it is quite lovely as it is. Now, I am glad that I did have that pattern paper for the background that's tone on tone white. I think that it adds a lot, but that's also because I have a bit of a fear of white. Now, I do have these finishing touches in these colors. I'm going to add them on. And I also want to come in with some splatty bits as well in colors to match. So I went into my mixed media goodies from previous kits and the Not Just for Boys Kit Club website store and all that. And it's pretty awesome because every time I've done this, I have found a mixed media product that will work. And I think that is just awesome. What you see me doing right here is covering up my photos, and I'm showing you which product I'm using, 2 from Nuvo and 1 from Shimmers. And we're just going to get splatting this on, and it comes out so well. It reminds me of the ocean. So this is a layout pretty much done. I was showing you, what I've done here, a little bit more of a close-up. Of course, I'll have still shots, and I'll have links down below for other people that are playing along with this hop. But that is what I have going on. I'm having so much fun watching everybody's videos and seeing what everybody's doing with the same sketches. And I guess I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.